Well, let's go ahead and check out what we have to do next. Oh, the Weepwild Dankness. Okay. Alright. And we still got a good amount of areas left to hit up. Alright. Looks like there's a lot to do here. We did find a lot of the dice already, which is nice, but pretty much anything else we didn't find yet. I believe this is the entrance. Yeah, it goes from the overworld to here. And this... There is no exit here, so yeah, this is the boss fight, and then you would just fast travel out of here. We can just enter in through here. Oh, sorry. Had a real bad crink in my neck. I know it's kind of gross to do that on stream, but sometimes it happens. So, I've talked about it before. I think I talked about it last week. Um, when we went to Shattergrave Barrow, I thought Shattergrave Barrow was the area that got cut from this series earlier because of a streaming issue that I had. But it was not, and it was actually this area. If you've been following the series since the beginning, then you would notice that you probably haven't seen this area, or at least only saw it during side quests, maybe. Yeah, but this area, we first got to around like the 3rd or 4th week of the game. Maybe even earlier. Got here pretty early, I would say. The main quests, I'm pretty sure I did not stream the main quest to this area at all. So I'll go ahead and recap that again. Probably talked about it at length before, but I'll talk about it again. So you enter through that area that I just came in through. You head over here, and obviously you can see what I was talking about before with all these overgrowth areas and everything. Everything's basically a big old mushroom that's overgrown. It looks like we're tiny in like a big old mushroom forest or something. There's mushroom enemies, mushroom villages, all that stuff. It's like magical and like fantastical and all that good stuff. So the main quest has you come over here because at that point in the quest, or in the story, we just got revealed to us what the pyramid looks like and where it is. So they said, okay, we need to cross the ocean to get to the pyramid, right? We need to cross the ocean and we need to build a boat, basically. But because of the dangers that are in the ocean, we need to get a blessing from a certain character, because without that blessing we would be left to the whims of the monsters, basically. That's how I remember them describing that quest to us. And we come over here, and by the time we get to this area, we are introduced to that character, who happens to be Mr. Torg, who we did see, I remember, we did see at some point after this. So I'm pretty sure we did see Mr. Torg, like in the not the overworld, in Brighthoof, at some point. But we did not see him during this quest, but this is where we get introduced to him. We follow him for a while. He tells us, well, we need to restore the magic of the forest because it's being drained by these, like, machines that the Dragon Lord installed or something like that. So we help him destroy the machines and restore the magic to the forest. We make our way through this whole area, and then there is a boss fight with what they claimed was Tina's favorite character at the time, or at least one of her favorite characters. We kill that character, and then we just never get introduced to them again. Which is kind of hilarious. So yeah. Now, I do apologize if all of that was streamed and I just talked about it like it wasn't, because I have a bad memory. But as far as I know, without, scrubbing through all my video history and, confirming that right now, I remember this stream being cut and it not being saved. So basically, we went from Shadowgrave Barrow, I think, or the area after that, maybe Mount Craw. And then we immediately jumped to, like, after this area, which was, annoying, but whatever. This seems similar to Borderlands. That's because it is a Borderlands game. It's not a mainline Borderlands. It's not like Borderlands 5 or something. But it's a, I'm pretty sure it's a canon spin-off. Tiny Tina, not the protagonist, but like one of the main characters, is from Borderlands. And there's some returning characters, but most of them are new. And the environments and all the world is new, so it is a complete spin-off of the series, but I think it is canon. I couldn't really tell you for sure, but I have a feeling it is. Mike? Oh, hello, Mike. You're huge, Jesus. And he's beefy, oh my goodness. You gonna drop something cool for me, bro? Like a mushroom spell or something? Never knew that. Played Borderlands 2 and 3. Yeah. I think this takes place... There's not really any indication that, like, confirms this or anything, but to me, I think this takes place between those games. So sometime after the events of Borderlands 2, pretty sure they have Tiny Tina put on this, this story, basically. The plot is that Tiny Tina wants to play Dungeons and Dragons with her friends. So she finds some people on the internet and starts playing Dungeons and Dragons with them, starts a campaign with them. And this game, the Wonderlands, this is the campaign. So the idea is that I'm playing as my D&D character, and everything that happens in this game is part of, like, the campaign that they write or something. If that makes any sense. Kind of hard to explain, but hope that made some sense. I feel like I'm kind of just walking around and not really looking that hard for stuff right now. I kind of forgot how kind of twisting and winding this map is, but kind of hard to tell where I'm at any given time, to be honest with you. Okay, so I'm kind of looking for a lot of stuff here. I should probably start, exploring every direction that I can. Need to find... let's see. 2 marbles, a poetry page, and a rune switch, and 3 scrolls, and the rest of our dice. Looks like there's a handful of undiscovered spots, so there's probably some stuff there. We'll get to that eventually. Where am I right now? I'm like over here. We have our obelisk right here. I guess I can make my way up to here. Then after that, we'll head over here. And over here. Okay. Am I going to play Borderlands 4 when it comes out? Eventually, I would like to. I don't know if I'll play it, like, the day it comes out. I tend to wait for games because I know a lot of games on launch day tend to be kind of laggy or buggy, or, like, generally not broken, but just not polished sometimes. So I'm gonna wait maybe a couple months before I play it, so I can buy some DLC, and there's gonna be a bunch of patches and all that stuff. Yeah, I would like to play it eventually. Oh, you're gonna take me all the way over here, huh? I mean, there's a couple chests up here, so I guess that's something, but we need dice, we need poetry pages. Come on, people. We need secrets here, not just loot. I'm not sure there's an easy way to get up there. I don't know, maybe this mushroom will do it. Oh, yeah, I see a marble.
One of my marbles is near. Smash it and release my memories. Another desire demon tried to sneak up and possess me today. They're always trying to con halflings into going full D, like we don't have enough problems. Eldon chased it away. Well, he tripped and fell on it, but same diff. I told him he was my hero, and he smiled. I like making him smile.
Nice. I wonder if we'll figure out who this amnesiac is by the time we get all the marbles. Have I played SAP? It seems bad, but it's really fun. I've not played it that much. I've watched some other people play it, and I know about the game. I'm more familiar with earlier SAP, like before the big updates that they made for the game. Like when the game first came out, I started watching it a little bit back then. And then I started watching it less when they updated it more. But yeah, I've not played it myself. At least not very much. Oh, hello. Ooh, speaking of SMGs, I was just talking about you. But you're a Frost SMG. Are you the same gun that I already have? Oh my god. Wait, no. Not. I thought this was about to be the same gun. So what do? You shoot a spread of ice bullets. Oh, it's like an ice bomb. I see. It's not just a gun. It's like probably some big explosion or something. I don't know. Oh, that's kind of weird. Am I crazy, or is there not? Is it not really doing anything when I reload it? Because I mean, this one and this one here, both make these crazy effects whenever I reload them, right? It's kind of obvious that they're legendaries, right? But then this one, I mean, I just don't know what it does. It just kind of blows up. Okay, well, how's the... Is the gun doing that? Is that... When they bounce around like that, is that the gun doing that, or is that my action skills? I wonder. Also, I see a die up there. I don't know how to get up there, though. Maybe I can jump from over there. I think I might have to. Now, let's just keep this on for now and see what how it does for us. It's kind of bad practice to use 3 of the same gun to build, because you can run out of ammo really quickly. But we'll stay the path. We'll see what's going on. I need to go around here. I think, like, drop down over here to get that die. Where'd it go? Oh, it's over here, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Tina. Yeah, another one down there. Let's go ahead and grab that. So we're looking for another marble. Poetry page. I think a rune switch. And that's all stuff that would be pointed out to us as we got near it. So I think we can kind of walk around and we'll probably just find that stuff. But the scrolls and the dice are going to be tricky. I mean, I see one right up there, but I don't know how to get up there. I see some yellow paint right up there. No idea how to get across from there, though. Maybe up here? So yeah, all the bullets are bouncing around crazy with this thing. So I wonder if that's the design of the gun, or if that's just because of my skill points. Let's see what the flavor text says. Nothing burns like the cold. Reign of the Warlock. Okay, well, its name is kind of suggesting that it's designed to be that way. I suppose when I think about it, most of the time whenever we fight undead stuff, they're kind of in swarms that would benefit from, bouncing bullets like that. A bunch of skeletons in one area. Well, I guess that does make sense. Okay. I think there was another undiscovered part of this map that we haven't been to yet, right? Yeah, I just remembered. Okay. Let's go to make a marker over there. Get over there. Oh, inventory's full. Okay. There's a house over here. Hello? Oh, hello. Skeleton warrior. You must die. You must die. Hello? Anything over here? Anything cool for me? No? Is this just like a random little house on the edge of the map for no reason? I kind of find that hard to believe. Hmm. Oh, no, no, don't fall, no. Oh, saved. Just barely saved. Okay. There's no ladder to get up, like, up there? Is this really just some random thing? Okay. If you say so. There's really nothing up there, huh? Alright, well. Sorry to that guy I killed, I guess. Is that anything? Fire. Alright, well, now I'm kind of lost. I don't know where I have and haven't been. And I'm just hoping we can find at least something before we leave. The dice I can kind of take or leave. I think we only have like 4 more of those to get. So that's not really a big deal. Oh. Sorry, I had to sneeze all of a sudden, and my hotkey for muting and unmuting apparently is also the hotkeys for my journal and the camera mode. So sorry about that. Um. Anyways, like I was saying, I don't really know where to look anymore, and I hope we can find at least a poetry page, maybe before we leave. I feel like it's kind of lame to come in here and grab like 6 dice and then leave. I mean, we got a marble, but I mean, it'd be nice to find a little bit more. This might take the spot for the worst map to navigate. Mount Craw, at least, I was able to memorize the layout after, like, going through it once. This one just seems crazy, though. I don't really know where I'm going. Go ahead and sell that pistol, because why not? Last gasp of the striking. The shield, a bit worse than mine, but it's got hold resistance. Flavor text says once more unto the breach. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Extra fire rate, extra reload speed, and regenerate ammo while ward is depleted. Okay. Returns frost damage if dealt melee damage. Okay. Versus 75% chance to reflect bullets while ward is not depleted. Extra health and faster recharge. Okay. Let's try this out. I do like, fire rate. I like stat boosts like that, like fire rate, reload speed. I don't think it said movement speed, did it? No, fire rate, reload speed, okay. Okay, well that's cool. This is actually where the boss is, or was. Oh, we can fight her again. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, this is the Banshee. Again, I'm pretty sure this got cut from the series, unfortunately, so I'll just fight her again, because why not? She wasn't really that much of a challenge the first time we fought her. She just kind of stood there. There were some, like, minions that got spawned in at some point. And then we just kind of kept shooting her, and she died. They kept hyping her up as some, like, huge challenge for some reason. They kept saying, like, oh, you're in for a real... Like, the Dragon Lord kept saying, I'm in for a real treat. Blah, blah, blah. You're gonna get rocked during this battle. Blah, blah, blah. This is one of Tina's, like, favorite characters to use or something like that. And then we just beat her. So I don't know if it was meant to be like a joke, or if maybe I just was over leveled at the time or something. I don't know. Kind of getting whooped right now, though, to be honest. So maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't underestimate her.
Shippity bippity zippity shee. Well, don't you look feisty?
I just made some new markers for myself. I guess we'll try to kill her. If it really is that bad, then we'll just, come back another time. I don't think we're gonna get anything from fighting her, really.
Magic time.
But we might as well try. Ah, just clipped me.
She ain't as bad as you felt.
You know what? I just noticed. I totally slipped my mind before, but for some reason during this fight, reminding me that there's no raid bosses in this game. I guess there is a possibility in the DLCs that we haven't seen. There might be a couple raid bosses, maybe. But I would probably put money on there not being any at all, which is really interesting. I think this would be the first game to do that. Pretty sure in every other Borderlands shooter game there has been raid bosses. I know in Borderlands 1, I think Cromerax and I forgot his name, but the general that you fight at the end of the game. I totally forgot his name. He's like the Crimson Lance dude. You know who I'm talking about if you've played the game. I'm pretty sure they're raid bosses, or if not them, then maybe the Destroyer. Pretty sure there are raid bosses in Borderlands 1, though. Borderlands 2, of course, is like most famous for having so many raid bosses. Borderlands, the pre-sequel, I'm pretty sure has a couple, if not the guy at the very end of the game. I know he's one of them. And then Borderlands 3 might not have any. I'm not too familiar with the DLCs of that game, so I might be wrong. But that game might not have any. Ah, okay. That was pretty close. I don't really feel like retrying that too many times. We're just gonna move on.
Dying is for weenies.
Not the worst time I've died. No, that was the birthday.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to head back to the beginning of the map. And try to make some sense of the the progression of it. To comb through it a bit more thoroughly. But honestly, I might just come back another time because this is a lot of map to get through.